Hi, I'm Janet and welcome to 365 Inspired Yoga Classes. Today is day 57 and today I'm inspired by gratitude. So as you come to your mat, let's come on down to our hands and knees, tabletop. Start thinking about what you feel grateful for in this very moment. Maybe that you even carved out a little bit of time for yourself to do some yoga. We'll start in child's pose, so take your knees wide, big toes touch, hips to heels and arms extend forward on the mat. Soften your forearms and your forehead down to your yoga mat and begin to breathe slowly and deeply in and out of your nose. We'll be here for just a little while, sealing your lips, breathe deeply and settle in. Really feel your back extend and your hips push back towards your heels, shoulders stretching as the arms reach out in front of you. You can stay here as long as you like, or if you're ready to change, let's come on up to tabletop, coming onto your hands and knees, aligning your knees under your hips, palms beneath your shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, and here we go, let's flow. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your tail, lift your gaze. As you breathe out, round your spine, pressing your back toward the ceiling. Keep flowing back and forth between these stretches. Noticing how your body loves to warm up slowly, feeling good in the back. So strong in the core when you find your cat. Let's do one more round. And then come into a neutral tabletop and wag your tail side to side. Add your shoulders, left shoulder toward left hip, and then breathe into center and exhale, right shoulder toward the right hip. Just moving side to side like this, warming up the spine in another direction. Feeling really good about the health of your spine as you get momentum and movement, range of motion. Let's come back to neutral table position. Sweep your right arm high, breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide the right arm under the left, coming down to your right temple, right shoulder. Maybe your left hand reaches forward or forearm to the mat. One thing I love to do is stretch into the shoulder by lifting the left hand into the air, turn the thumb down, and bring your left hand behind your back, seeking the hip crease on the right side. Enjoy this gentle spinal twist, gentle stretch for the neck. Feeling good. Changing it back up, place the left hand on the mat and breathe in to reach your right hand up and then bring it back to tabletop. Let's try the second side. Breathe in, take your left hand high, and as you exhale, thread the needle, left arm under right, coming down to the left temple, left shoulder. Maybe your right hand reaches forward or forearm to the mat. Or if you took the extra stretch, take the right hand high, turn your thumb down, and reach your right hand for your left hip crease, adding a little shoulder stretch to this gentle spinal twist. Take another breath here. To come out, take your left palm and place it in front of your face on the mat, and breathe in to sweep your left hand high. That was the right hand down. There we go. From tabletop, curl your toes under and exhale to downward facing dog. Woo. As your hips go high, get into the hamstrings, nice and slow, pedaling out the legs if that feels good. Really feeling the calf muscle stretching. Maybe dipping your shoulders a little bit, getting into the shoulders. Just be playful here in down dog. Do you have a puppy in your life? If so, maybe this is a moment of gratitude for the dog in your life. Take a few more breaths here, really stretching. And then look forward and slowly walk to Ragdoll forward fold. In this forward fold, you leave your feet separated a little bit, hip distance or so. You can keep your hands touching the mat or maybe hold opposite elbows and sway gently side to side. Just getting into the release through the spine, through the sides of the body. Let your head hang heavy. And then let your fingers touch the mat if they can. Bring your feet together to touch. And slowly round up to standing, one vertebra at a time, all the way up. Once you come up, sweep your arms high overhead, bring your palms to connect overhead. And as you breathe out, bring your hands down to heart center. Press your thumb knuckles against your breastbone. Gaze down at your fingertips or close your eyes. And here is Samastitihi, where we're standing at attention, setting our intention for our shared practice today. And I want to begin by saying thank you. Thank you to you for subscribing to our YouTube channel, for your support, for sharing your comments, and for sharing our channel with your friends. So thank you to you. I am dedicating my practice to my gratitude that I feel for you. What do you feel grateful for today? Take Take a deep breath in and draw that feeling of gratitude in. And as you breathe out, open your eyes, release your palms down, and let's create a flowing sun salutation to warm up the body. Inhale to mountain pose with the arms extended overhead. Turn your palms in and relax your shoulders down. Check in with your spinal curve. You want to tuck the tail under slightly. Pull the belly up and in. Feeling firm and strong from the base of your feet like the base of a mountain, growing tall through the crown of your head. Breathe in to look up at your hands, and as you breathe out, begin to open into a back bend. Maybe the arms open wide, or you even bend your elbows. That often really opens up the chest. With your next breath in, rise back up, bring your palms overhead to touch. Exhale, fold forward all the way down, nice and easy. A softness to the knees makes it easier for your back, so please take care of your body. Inhale, halfway lift. I like to place my hands on my shins. Maybe in your anatomy you touch the mat or maybe the thighs. Whatever you can do, take any rounding out of the spine by squeezing the shoulder blades together. Take that little cow tilt into your pelvis, and that'll help you create flatness in your back. If your gaze is slightly forward, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, plant your palms, step back to high plank, top of a push-up. Let's break it down. You can stay in plank pose and push up and back to down dog. That's a little easier. Definitely a good choice if you're working with any challenges in your shoulders. If you're feeling pretty strong today, from plank, drop down to your knees, tuck your pelvis under, shift forward, and with the elbows close to the body, lower to the mat. If you're doing that kind of yoga push-up, breathe into Cobra, lifting your head and your heart up off the mat. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. And then you'll come back to downward facing dog. Now the third option for you here is from plank pose to shift forward to your tippy toes, lower halfway down, and then lift to up dog. And up dog, your knees and thighs are off the mat, shoulders roll down and back, your gaze is forward. Breathe in, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, deep breath in, feel it flow out. Breathe in, look forward, and as you breathe out, step to forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, come all the way up. Let's flow. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step to plank. Breathe in, shift forward, and as you exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, lifts you to up dog. Exhale, brings you back to downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Maybe you did a yoga push-up on your knees. Whatever you did, we meet in down dog. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step to forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to mountain. Here we go. Let's do it again. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise up. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your palms, step to plank. Maybe you push to down dog or move through high to low plank. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. Breathe out, down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Deep breath in. Feel it flow out. Breathe in, look forward. As you exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Moving on, Sunday, inhale, chair pose. So sink your hips down, reach your arms high, pull your belly tight. Take a few breaths here. Whoa, this is fierce pose or powerful pose. Are you feeling it? Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank. Either way in down dog or go through your chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, take your right leg high as you breathe out. Step it through to a low lunge. Let's take a moment to stretch. Come down to your left knee. Push your hips forward, roll your shoulders down and back. Big stretch. You can add on here. Take your hands to the right thigh. Shoulders roll down and back. Ooh, feels good right there in the hip flexors. One more layer if you want to try it. Reach your arms high and maybe add a little backward bend. Ah, that feels good. Let's come back up. Bring your hands to the mat. Counter stretch, monkey God stretch. Pull back, straighten the right leg as best you can and stretch down over your right leg. Keep pulling your right hip back, left hip forward. Feeling it right in the hamstring of the right leg, so good. Lift your gaze, shift forward, lift up the back knee and spin the back foot flat. Breathe in and rise up to warrior two. Oh, those stretches were good. Now we're really ready to bring some warrior power, warrior stance, front knee bends, front knee over, front ankle, back leg strong and straight. Good, arms reach out at shoulder height. Maybe bring your hands in front of you, thumb knuckles connect. And then as you sweep them back out, keep them at the same height. Look over your front right fingertips, relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale to extended side angle, right elbow, right thigh, left hand high. There are lots of options here. You can extend your arms at 6 and 12. That's really strong. Or reach your left hand over your head. Take a breath here. Breathe it in. Stay as the breath flows out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand down, right hand high. Check the right knee. Keep it lunging. We're really building strength in that front right leg. Look up at your right hand. Ooh, feeling it. Inhale. Exhale your hands back down to the mat. Step back, flow through high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Second side, here we go. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to low lunge. Please come down to the right knee and push your hips forward. Stretching the right hip flexor now. Now, remember what we did on the first side? Maybe you went a little further. Bring the hands up to the left thigh. Pressing forward, feeling good. Adding on, if you're ready, hands high. And maybe opening into a backward bend. Take it as deep or as light as you feel. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Breathe in. Here we go. Monkey God stretch. Stretching the left hamstring as we bow down over the left leg. Really feeling it through here. Feeling good. A couple more breaths. Woo. Alrighty, lift your gaze, shift forward. Let's pick up that back knee, spin the back foot flat, and inhale, rise to warrior two. So as you find your warrior stance, checking the legs, knee over ankle at the front, back leg straight, and then bring your hands, thumb knuckles touch, and then open them back up. We're looking out over the left fingertips, relaxing through the shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow, left thigh, right hand high. Maybe you took it out at 6 and 12 o'clock, or reaching the overhead, the right arm over your head at an angle. Do what feels best for you. Try to match both sides of your body as best you can. Keep breathing. Next inhale, reverse warrior, back hand down, left hand high. Check the front knee, lunge deep, look up. Stretch through the left side of your body. Take a big breath in. Exhale your hands down, step back to plank, and flow through high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. From down dog, look forward and step through. Have a seat. Woo! Pretty strong, absolutely, awesome. All right, so let's get into a little bit of ab work. We'll start with boat pose. You're gonna sit right on your tushy, feeling the sits bones connect to the mat, fingers behind your kneecaps, roll your shoulders down and back, sit up nice and tall. Begin to lean back and let your feet float up. Is that working for you? If it's too much, you can always leave the feet down. If it feels like you want to challenge yourself, reach your hands forward. Another layer if you want to take it. This is straighten the legs for 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower all the way down, arms overhead, toes extend out. Oh, that feels amazing. Big stretch. Just appreciate the stretch, the length we're creating in your body right now. Woo. Alrighty, draw your knees into your chest, give them a little squeeze. Feel it when you pull the knees in, how it stretches the low back. Let's take our legs into a reverse tabletop position, so the knees are bent 90 degrees, feet are kind of floating in the air. If this is too much, you can do this with your feet on the mat. Hands behind your head for some crunches, chin off the chest. Breathe in, and as you exhale, lift up. See if you can get your shoulder blades up off the mat. Keep looking up, keep your chin lifted, elbows wide. Inhale, lower, exhale, crunch. That's it. Woo. Do those on your own. Exhaling as you lift, really pulling the belly in. Inhaling as you lower. Almost there. Woo. Maybe one more. Right on. Let's lay back down, hugging the knees in. Rock a little side to side massage your lower back. Alrighty, we're gonna add on, we're gonna take our body into that same position. So here we go. The legs are bent 90 degrees, fingers behind the head. Breathe in as you exhale. Begin to twist to the left. Straighten the right leg. Take your right elbow to the left knee as close as you can. Breathe in, come back to that neutral table, and exhale, twist the other way, left elbow to the right knee. Yogi bicycles. Keep them going. Woo. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as you come to center. Looking good. Feeling strong. Woo. Let's do one more each side. Here we go. Go to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Hug your knees in. Rock a little side to side. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Let's take our feet up over our head and rock along our spine 3 times. And on the third roll, come to seated. Our bodies are nice and warmed up. So let's get into some stretching, bound ankle stretches. So bound ankle, I'll turn so you can see the bottoms of the feet touch and the knees fall open. Draw the heels in close to your groin, go up nice and tall. Feeling length of the spine and then begin to hinge forward. Just taking a few breaths here. It really warms for stretching your body. It's a great time to stretch. And then rise back up. Let's add on here. Take just the right leg and extend it out. Left foot into the right inner thigh. Turn toward the bent left knee. Right hand is resting on the right shin. Inhale your left hand high, and as you breathe out, side body stretch over. Pull your left shoulder back, look up underneath the left arm. Just really enjoy the extension through the side of the body. Good. And then rise back up, arms overhead. Pivot toward the extended right leg. Maybe pull the right sit bone back just a little. Breathe in, and as you exhale, bow down over the right leg, really feeling a good stretch through the back of your right hamstring. Pull your left shoulder down toward the earth a little bit more. Really good. And then lift your gaze looking out at the right toes, lift the arms overhead. Let's take the left hand and place it right behind your left butt cheek. That's just fun to say. Fingers reach out for the right foot and sweep the earth. Push into the left palm so you can come off the left booty and reach up and arc back into a version of gate pose. Feeling good, heart opener. Let's come all the way back down and simply lean back and switch legs. So the left leg extends and the right foot comes to the inner left thigh, or whatever's your second leg. We'll begin by turning toward the bent knee, left hand on the left shin, right hand high, and side body stretch over. Pulling the right shoulder back, maybe even gazing up underneath your right arm, taking a few breaths to extend through the side of the body. Really appreciating your body. There's something to be grateful for. Gratitude for what your physical body can do. And then rise up, reach up, begin to pivot toward the left leg. Maybe pull the left sit bone back. Grow tall as you inhale. Exhale, fold down over the left leg, really folding deep, getting a good stretch in the back of your left leg. Taking a few breaths here. And lift your gaze to the left foot. Reach both arms high overhead and then place the right palm down behind your right butt cheek. Left fingers reach for the big toe of the left foot. And as you inhale, sweep the earth, rise up, open your heart up, gate pose, stretch. One more big breath in, and as you exhale, let's come all the way back down. Nice work. Come on over to tabletop position. From tabletop position, curl your toes under and push up and back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you can pedal out the legs if you like. That feels so good. Just noticing how that dog is getting stretchier, feeling more open. And then lift your gaze, look forward and step to the top of the mat. Keep your feet together and round all the way upright to standing. Once you come to the top, circle your arms overhead, bring your palms together and touch above you, and exhale your hands to heart center, back to Samastitihi, standing at attention. Close your eyes if you like, or look down at your fingertips, and remember what you feel so grateful for today. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for life. I'm thankful for my healthy body. What do you feel grateful for? Breathe in that gratitude. And as you exhale, open your eyes. And let's grow even more gratitude. Chloe has decided to join me on the mat. That's my kitten. So I'm going to move into tree and grow my gratitude for my sweet kitty today. Shifting to the left foot, I'll turn the right foot out and bring it up into place. Woo! There you go, on the inner left thigh. That's for me. Maybe for you, it's better to go to the calf muscle. Maybe all the way down like a little kickstand Even using a wall maybe, or a chair or a piece of furniture to keep your balance. If you feel stable and strong in the supporting leg, then you can grow branches, reaching your arms high overhead. Ah, feeling so grateful. Woo. And then a slow release, hands to heart center, and right foot back to the earth. And switching to the other leg. Take a moment to really feel situated and stable on your leg. And when you're feeling it, that's when you begin to make the change. Bringing it on up to the same place. So maybe it's the inner thigh, or maybe you went calf or ankle. Do your best to match both sides, although I always notice that one side is easier for me to balance on. This one is usually more challenging for me. It's true of all of us. And then growing branches. What can you learn about yourself in your yoga practice? What does it feel like to you when you struggle a little bit? Can you handle that? Keep breathing through it. And feel grateful for your ability to learn to respond rather than react. Bring your hands back to heart center. Lower your left foot to the mat. There we are. Stable and strong. Let's flow one more time, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, mountain, reach up high. Exhale to that back bend. Oh yeah, that feels even better. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant your palms, step to high plank. Let's shift forward, maybe on the knees, you choose, and lower all the way down to your belly. Moving into Cobra, we did Cobra at the beginning of class. Let's do it again, just really articulating strength in the back. So pushing your feet into the mat, the chin is touching the mat to start. Hands are usually by your chest or shoulders with the elbows in the air. As you inhale, begin to lift your heart up, lift your gaze up, lift your head up, maybe lift your hands up, squeeze the elbows together behind you, really feeling open in the heart and strong in your back. Take another big breath in here, and as you let it out, lower down, resting your right cheek on the mat and your arms softened by your side. We'll just take a few breaths here, winding down and letting go. Alrighty, getting into Locust Pose. Your chin is on the mat. Your arms reach out like the letter T, or maybe angled slightly back like an airplane. Start with the hardest part, the legs. Lift your legs up. If it hurts your lower back, leave your legs on the mat. If it feels okay, the legs lift, the head lifts, the arms lift, and just fly up. And as you lift up and look up, the entire back side of your body is engaged and working. Strong muscles supporting your spine. One more big breath in. As you exhale, release down. Left cheek rests on the mat and your arms relax by your side. Just take a few breaths here, noticing how that feels in your body. Bring your chin to the mat. Let's try floor bow. This is a little more challenging, so do your best. Bend your knees and then reach back behind you with your hands and see if you can grab your feet. If you can't, maybe you hold your pant leg. Choose what works for you, and then breathe in to kick your feet away from your seat. Lift your gaze up. Keep breathing. Big back bend. I know, it's challenging. One more big breath in. Lift as you exhale. Lower down. Keep your knees bent as your thighs rest on the mat. Place your palms one on top of the other right beneath your forehead. And windshield wiper your feet side to side. Feeling a nice little release in your lower back. And then release your legs down and push up to tabletop. Curl your toes under and come to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we'll move into pigeon. Breathe in, take your right leg lifted up, and as you exhale, bring your right knee close to your right wrist. Now your foot can stay back and pointed, or if you bring it forward a little, be sure to flex your right foot. Stretch your left leg long behind you. It's okay to put a block or a blanket underneath your right hip if it's hard to get down there. Lifting up nice and tall, and then surrender forward. Softening and appreciating that we're winding down a little bit. Science has proven that when we practice gratitude, it changes our opinion of ourselves and our lives. It really helps to shift our mind into a space of not worried about what's not good enough or what's missing in life, but really appreciating all that you have. Let's bring it back up to downward facing dog. So the palms come down, left toes curl under, and then we push up and back to down dog. Second side, here we go. Inhale, your left leg lifts up. And exhale, your left knee to your left wrist. Same knee as hand in the front. And your toes can point back toward the right thigh, or maybe you slide down and flex the right foot. Check that the left foot, check that the right leg is stretched way back there. Good. And then when you feel ready, surrender and go forward. And just soften into it. Match both sides. Maybe you used a prop underneath the hip. That would be a good choice if you're having a hard time getting deep. I've been practicing yoga, I want to say about 30 years now. So I wasn't this flexible when I started, but I appreciate my willingness to stick with it, because when you stay with it, when you stay with anything, boy, it sure makes a difference in over time and how it works out for you. Whew. Another couple of breaths here, feeling good, stretching out. And then planting your palms on the mat. Curl your right toes under and push back. This will be our last down dog, so settle in, appreciate the stretch. Good. Then look forward and step all the way through. And have a seat on your mat. Now, as you come to seated on your mat, let's start to settle into this beautiful feeling of gratitude as I share a quote with you from Melody Beattie. Gratitude. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, and a stranger into a friend. Thank you, my friends, for sharing this practice with me. Take whatever time you need to find your Shavasana to relax it on the mat and soak up all the goodness of your practice. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. Namaste.